So, final ones, the blue decks.
Have a look.
So, Miss Satyr Bronze. We are looking at a AOA Martian Generosity deck with Helpful Future Self, Interdimensional Craft. Mars needs.
Ganganaut.
Hmm?
Yeah, Ganganaut. Iron Obelisk.
Ganganaut. I do love a good Ganganaut deck. Scientifical Hack. Nothing really outstanding because there's no. It's not a Jenka deck.
No. There's not an awful lot of amber control in here, really, either.
No, it's at a 5.2. Iron Obelisk is kind of the only. Iron Obelisk Champions Challenge I do like. Martian Generosity and Double Amber Bombardment. If you've got Iron Obelisk down, hitting your own creatures could be an option.
Yeah, and he's got a lot of Brobnar creatures as well that Obelisk can come online for.
Exactly, and if you can get a Drummernaut next to an Archimedes, it's gonna constantly keep a loop going. It's not as fun as my favorite combo, which is a Drummernaut next to a little Nif, and it's just like, have fun with that, buddy. But then if we look at that compared to the Granada Blue, LT Foamstain, 73, triple Mustic Mamook, triple Deep Druid, piece of card. I do love a good piece of card.
Yeah, and triple Cutthroat Research. And what's wonderful is to see it with an Eddie in there as well.
Yes, Eddie is going to get a bit higher. Double Light of the Archons, which is going to make Eddie a big threat because you can play Kirby.
This is probably, this is one of my favourite things to see in a deck, Brett. The double Kirby with the blaster.
Yes, double Kirby with blaster. Zap is going to be huge. Anomaly Exploiter is going to be nice, especially with Kirby's blaster. It signs off as a Queen Can. Molfin.
Fangtooth. Oof.
Fangtooth Cavern. Tealga. Post Pixies. I do love Post Pixies. Post Pixies got me. Post Pixies got me to the top 32 at the Volta. I don't care what anybody else says about anyone else in my cards. Having put a card like Post Pixies on the day of release, so many people misplay.
Yes, I bet.
It's not.
Go on.
It's just one of those good cards you get sealed where you drop it, and then if your opponent hasn't seen it before, they're like, swindle. It's like, you wasted your turn. Why? Post motherfucking Pixies.
The only thing, I don't even dislike that much. The only thing I don't like in here is the 3 Deepwood Druids. Loving the Mustic Mamooks, though.
Yeah, the 3 Deepwood Druids are a bit of a pullback. Fuzzy Gruin's nice. The double Molfin is really good with the Anomaly Exploiter. Because if you're going to be coming up against Stealing decks and other ones along that line, it is really good to see those guys, because it's going to do the damage, then you just go logos, boom, blow up a creature. I like the Tealga. I don't like the lack of protection of the Tealga, apart from the Pizza card.
There's hologramophones as well, but yeah, nothing you can get.
I mean, like in instantaneous protection that you're not waiting another turn for.
There's a Titan Guardian.
Oh, true, Titan Guardian, but then you've also got Fangtooth Cavern, which is going to cause issues.
Yes.
Tealga, Fangtooth Cavern feel.
Well.
Yeah, well, this is gonna be it's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Both decks very close in SAS, very close in terms of their expected amber and amber control, with the Granada ones being a slightly higher. So we are currently 1-1 in the series. So it all comes down to the blue players. Alright, here we go.
Oh, interesting.
So we're seeing a stacked hand straight away for the Granada boys.
Yeah, 4-star alliance. Oof.
I mean, Kirby straight into Quantum Finger Trap is not a bad one. And that mulligan into Interdimensional Graft, Martian Generosity, Helpful and Future Self, Groggins, and Foozle is nice. Oh, drops a Molfin instead. Interesting. Now, one of the things I do love about interdimensional graft, it isn't stealing.
No, no, it is not.
So it does. Oh, he's got a proliferator and a Martian generosity. That could be disgusting if it's left unchecked.
Yes. Hmm. Yeah, finger trap.
For those of you unaware, and because we can't pull into it, Peace Accord is a card that gives each player 2 amber. However, the first player to launch an attack loses 4 amber, which makes it really bad when you're up against a Brobnar deck that has got a Relentless Assault in their hand.
Yeah, but if you're mortal, do you just fight right now to pop it? Well, you've only got 2 amber to lose.
True, but then your opponents gain 2 amber free from it. But then they have got a Quincan, they've got a Kirby, they've got a Soto. Yeah. I mean, do you take the 2 amber loss and then just go for the 3 amber you're going to gain from Fusel and 1-2 punch?
Yeah.
Cause
I'm thinking about it the other side as well. The Musket
I think Mortal's going down your line of play.
Yeah.
I think you punch Quincan. It's also the fact that anything else he goes into, he's stealing as well. He gets stolen from.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. Pop it.
No, he's punched Reaps Refusal. Then he's gonna Relentless Assault, fight with Goggins into Quincan, fight with Fusel into Quincan, and then 1-2 punch to stun the Soto.
Sounds reasonable.
However, dropping the logos down from Granada has limited their actual Quincan steal. As long as Mortal doesn't choose Mars before getting rid of the Quincan, there's nothing to steal because there's a logos card in play.
Yeah, it's true. And see, getting rid of that piece of card, just pop that as it. He's done the right thing, I think.
Exactly. When you've got lower than 4 amber, it is a good way to get rid of it, but again, it's quite interesting.
Especially, I tell you what, especially because your opponent may well be relying on the impact of that piece of card and you just taking it away from him straight away and put somebody on tilt.
Exactly. Now, I don't think we're going to see Fangtooth Cavern come down, really.
No, this is a discard for the Fangtooth Cavern when it comes in.
Now, this remote access is pretty dead. Academy training, where's the academy training going to go? That's the question. Come for research and anomaly explorer. Now,
did you see there's a errata coming out for the academy training? By the way,
I've not. No.
So on the Twitch stream last night, there's an errata for academy training and for auto legionary, and it's no longer that they belong to every house; they behave as if they belonged to every house.
Because if you played cards like United We Stand,
yeah,
you could get -9 on your keys because you technically have a creature of every house on the board.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So they act as though they belong to the active house, so it would be the best way to put it.
Yes, exactly. And that would have stopped what happened in my last KOTE game where Carmelo, I put out an auto legionary and he played the thing that kills all this and he died.
Yeah, that would also done it as well, yeah. So yeah, we've just seen Gangan Chieftain into Groke to wipe out Druid, and then Fusel Forts didn't go for the Reap to get to check.
Interesting, isn't it? Oh, Telliger.
But we've got an Orbital Bombardment in hand with 3 Mars creatures in hand. One and Mars needs Amber, so that's going to get them off check. And a Martian Generosity, which would draw 12 at that point.
Yeah. This could be huge.
You just play. You have to play. Do you play the Mars needs the Martian Generosity first to draw 8 cards, and hope to draw enough to deal enough damage with Mars needs Amber to take 5 Amber, rather than just take 3?
Yeah, maybe. Because you've got that orbital bombardment as well, right? You can spread the damage around with that thing, can't you?
But what's more important, 4 cards or 2 Amber? Goes for the optimal amount first. Personally, I think I just want to damage one creature and get rid of the Teal'c so I can play creatures without them getting on check.
Yeah.
But
which I think is what he's going to do, right? He's going
reveals
to
four. Oh, he reveals 4 cards. He's got oh, it's not. It's not Marcy. It's not Master Generosity. It's Exterminate. Exterminate. I apologize.
Yeah, he's going to put 2 of the shots onto the Telliger, I think.
2 of the shots on the Telliger and then 1 on the Nurse Soto.
I'd go for the Molfin. I don't want to leave him with too many untamed creatures on the board.
True. Molfins have got hazardous, they're a bit harder to deal with.
Yeah, which is why, again, banging this direct damage on them.
But you have also got the interdimensional graft in hand, which means if you leave them with 3 creatures in untamed, you can also force them to overextend and reap with those 3 creatures.
Yep. This is true.
2/2/2. No.
There you go.
Whoa.
Yep.
Get comfort. If Exterminate allows him to kill Teal'c off the Proliferator, discards Exterminate. Discards the Proliferator.
Wow.
Very interesting. There's the Iron Obelisk. There's Champion's Challenge. Which is going to wipe the board.
Yes, it is. That is fantastic.
It really is.
Are we going to see Logos turn here?
I imagine we're going to see a Logos turn and then them get back up to 6. And then we might possibly see Groke into like one of his creatures, a Reap Refusal, a Champion's Challenge, a Reap with Ganga Chieftain, a Champion's Challenge, and just watch the board get wiped.
Yeah, or do you hold on to that Champion's Challenge, throw the Obelisk down, get some damage onto your Ganga?
Well,
yeah, you wipe the board.
Yeah, the reason you wipe the board is because one, you can get creatures back into play from here because you got. Look at Mortal's hand. He's got Wild Wimble. He's got Help from Future Self. He wants to be able to play creatures. He is going to be giving his opponent 2 extra cards from this. Academy Trigger on the Nurse Soto. Draws the Fangtooth Cavern. Now, if he plays the Champion Challenge, does his opponent literally just go Fangtooth Cavern, pass?
Yep.
Now, his opponent's got to exactly 6. But I don't think Mortal has a way to keep a creature on the board and...
Oh, he's got the Iron Obelisk in hand though, right?
Yeah, but so he can play the Iron Obelisk and stop his opponent from forging, but he still can't play any creatures, which means Champion Challenge is kind of dead.
Yeah, for the moment.
But
he can Iron Obelisk and just reap out for 3.
He
feels weak.
He could, but then he's also got to deal with the Teal'c. However, he could, as he's doing here, play into the Teal'c in a Logos turn, and then interdimensional graft.
Yeah.
Because he can play the Pip, and every single amber that Teal'c is getting out here is going to be transferred
back
over.
To him with the
yes. And now he's got the Lollop for the Champions Challenge.
Oh.
That is beautiful. Master Generosity was one of his last cards. He's sitting pretty on 7 amber. His opponent gets the key. Can play Mystic Mamook, which does nothing apart from make his opponent pay more. But it doesn't really matter because he's going to be on... If he reaps for 4 here, then plays Champions Challenge, then Iron Obelisk, and then uses Relentless Assault to get 1 extra amber, he's going to be... That's going to be a what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, no, he's just lost the Foozle.
Yep.
Plays Function Cavern. So his opponent here is trying to keep up Pip, doing beautiful work here, stunning these untamed creatures because he hasn't got rid of the Pip.
Oh wow, Mortal Will Forge.
7-5. Fang Tooth
Yep, kills.
Cavern destroys Pip Pip.
He's got Martian Generosity in hand, but nothing else.
No amber, he hasn't got any amber. He's got a sloppy lab work and a wild wormhole. It's got to be a Brobnar turn.
Yeah, reap, reap, reap.
Reap, reap, reap. Champions Challenge. Wipe the
Bobble.
board. And you keep the Titan Guardian alive with the Champions Challenge, which means he doesn't get to draw any extra cards.
Yep, and then you, yeah.
Then you
Yeah,
ready
yeah,
to
yeah.
fight. Then you play the Iron Obelisk. And then you play Relentless Assault to draw 1, getting you to 7. And that's
Yep.
game. That is game on turn 7.
Yep. It's very quick.
That was very quick. Kango coming straight in with a wow. Plays well. This was the problem with the lack of amber control coming in from the Granadas here.
Yep.
Edai turned up far too late, and Mortal has taken the win. Instantaneous swap. I think if Mortal can get the Edai down, get it protected, as we saw there, there's not many answers in Mortal's deck, which Granada is now running, that is able to actually deal with that cell. Because Champions Challenge was really one of the only ways, and possibly Orbital Bombardment.
I'm thinking now, which of these two decks would you want to take? Let's say that we end up 1-1, right? Which of these do you want to take in
Well,
the final?
going off the hand that the Granadas have got, I want that deck because he's literally just drawn Drummernaut in the.
Yeah.
He's just drawn Drummernaut in the first hand.
Yep.
So that is absolutely insane.
Yeah. This play here better be a creature.
Exactly. Hopefully it will be enough to get him up there.
Oh, but what if he puts a fuzzy Gruin down? Ish.
No, we're going to be seeing we're going to see Starlines coming in from Mortal straight away.
Yeah.
Amber Conduit unit going to be a good way to get some. I think if he'd have played a creature that could be destroyed, it'd have been the Mustic Gruin, it'd been the Mustic Mamook, and then the Fuzzy Gruin. But we're going to see
Star Alliance.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Kirby not going to get much value from there. But are we going to see Light of the Archon? Touch Light of the Archons to Kirby. You want to make it a bit bigger.
Give it hazardous as well. That turns off the Drummernaut though.
It does. That is the big issue. But we're going to see the Carpet Flaxium. Yeah, which wipes out 1. And then we're going to see the Mars needs Amber to put Amber onto.
Yeah.
And then the Agent Human. But we're seeing Teal'ca. Look at that.
Underrated card, Agent Human, for me.
Even to set up the Drummernaut combo, it has to give his opponent 2 Amber.
Yes. Oh.
So we're going to see Drummernaut, we're going to see Ganga Chieftain come down, punch. Drummernaut will then be used to punch Teal'ca. Shaman will come down and kill off the Kirby. And then we might see Ganga Chieftain come down to run Shaman into Mustic Mamook. Possibly. That's the way I would do it, but because you can't get the 6 Amber turn going whilst your opponent still has creatures.
No. Yeah, and it's about giving them the least amount of Amber, because without the Teliga, then you'd go Shaman, Chieftain, Drummernaut.
Exactly. So that's definitely the way it's got to be done. It's got to be a case of Ganga Chieftain Teal'ca gets another one.
Yeah. Got to pop that Teliga, get rid of it.
Hold on. Is Teal'ca only going to get 1? Yeah, Teal only got one because the Ganga Chieftain's effect was a play effect before the Tialga. Look at the match chat. Interesting.
Yeah, it makes sense because
I guess active player, their playability has priority over their opponent's playability.
yeah, and it's an after play as well, right? So you look at the timing
Well, no,
window.
it's a when they play, so it's the same
Yeah.
as like Hunting Witch or something. I imagine that would lead to judge calls IRL.
Yeah.
And the judge would have to look at them and be like, yeah, because Hunting Witch triggers before Ganga Chieftain as well. So it's hard to say. I guess it will have come up with the Granadas being able to choose which triggers. Ganga Chieftain to Drummonaut going to be sacrificing the Drummonaut.
I would have gone for the Shaman.
I would have gone for the Shaman.
Yeah. Wanted rid of that Gruin. I'd have got rid of the Mamook, but
I would have got rid of the Mook as well, increasing the key cost. Now, we're seeing a Wells in hand. Wells is going to be very good here because there is a Light of the Archons in the discard, which means that it's an extra Amber Pip that he's going to be able to get out. He's going to be able to put them on Mystic Mamook, making it much bigger and much stronger, and probably making the Granadas regret the decision not to kill it. Also, only play one creature. So playing two creatures. That Red Alert is going to be a bit of a chain. Possibly might see a discard.
yeah, I would probably discard it. The last thing you want to do is fire down Red Alert, damage a load of Brobnar creatures to see an Iron Obelisk land on you.
That's true. You do know that because you're playing against your deck, you know what your lose conditions are, and Red Alert into Iron Obelisk is going to be a real pain.
Yeah, I would just discard it.
I think we're going to see a Logos turn here, but the Helper Bot could be clutch here. So we're seeing a 6/8 power 4 armor Mustic Mamook.
Disgusting.
Even with Champions Challenge, that's going to be a hell of a fight. So Time Traveler drew into Archimedes and Wild Wormhole. That's insane.
Yeah, that is.
So you put before you play Wild Wormhole, you put the Archimedes next to the I put it next to the Time Traveler.
Yeah, same.
And then I'd put Helper Bot on the other side because then your opponent's looking at it going, because he could just Relentless Assaulted. Oh no! If he uses Relentless Assault here to fight with Ganga Chieftain, then Shaman, then Time Traveler, all into the Mustic Mamook, he archives all three.
Yeah.
And I
He
think
doesn't have the Relentless Assault in hand, though, does he?
No, he's just got it off Wild Wormhole.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I see it. Oh.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's making the best out of a bad situation. It doesn't quite kill the Mustic Mamook. It's off by 1 point of damage. Which is a shame. But it means that he can help a bot into the Titanic, knowing that he's got a strong Brobnar ready to go the next turn. It also means he can hold on to his Mars cards, knowing that Orbital Bombardment is there.
Go.
One damage short of killing the Mustic Mamook. That's got to feel bad. Okay.
Let's see what we put under here. Not sure what I would put under here. Maybe the Proliferator.
Possible Proliferator, yeah. I'd definitely say Proliferator is one of the options. No, goes for the Think Drone. Wants to hold on to the Proliferator. Is he going to play the Proliferator? Because he doesn't want Lob to... Yeah, he doesn't want... He wants to be able to Ganga Chieftain Lob. And fair play. That is a good choice because look at that Brobnar hand he's got.
That is stacked.
That's a beautiful Brobnar hand. With the Ganga Chieftain and the Flamewing Shaman in hand, That means that Wells is going to die. Mustik Mamook is definitely going to die. I might have left the port open next to Archimedes to say like chuck a Grok into it or just be able to get that Mustik Mamook down without sacrificing one of my big creatures. However, Mortal is going to go and check here.
Yeah, from the 2 hologramophones. Yeah. And he's going to get... Is that an anomaly exploiter?
It's an anomaly exploiter as well, which is going to be huge.
It's going to be huge against the Iron Obelisk.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be a nice answer to Iron Obelisk. And again, this red alert in hand, after this Brobnar turn, is going to give anomaly exploiter so many options.
Yes.
Yeah, but it won't be for a while. Second Mustik Mamook in hand. He's got the Deepwood Druid, which means he can heal this 8-point Mustik Mamook.
It's Voltron Mamook.
Yeah, if he drops the Academy training on it as well, that's going to go up to, what, a 10 power?
6, yeah.
10 power 6 armor? Fully healed if he gets the Deepwood Druid next to it? That could be a little nuts. What is the way to go here? The guarders are definitely thinking about it, but I think Brobnar is the only way to go here. Get that Mustik Mamook. Mustik Mamook is actually doing work for them at the minute because it is increasing the key cost for Mortal as well.
Yeah, that's true. He's thinking about taking the archives into hand, is doing the trick with the Ganga.
Interdimensional
Graft in hand as well.
But Interdimensional Graft is only 2 amber.
What else has he got in his archive? It's a shame we can't.
Time Traveller. It was Time Traveller.
He's going Logos.
Oh. Pulls a 1-2 punch and a Carpet Phylaxium.
Yeah, so reap, interdimensional graft. You're on deck to start.
Interdimensional graft gets 1 and then 2, and a reap for gets 5, 6.
He'll take top his opponent at 7.
No, 6 because of Mustik.
Oh yeah.
1 for playing interdimensional graft and 1 from the transfer is 2.
Yes, because 7 key cost. Yeah.
So if this Mustik Mamook dies now, then Kango is on check, but there's nothing really on board that can. There's no reason for Mortal to kill it, especially knowing that. And looking at the hand we've got here, it's definitely going to be a Brobnar turn next turn. But this Voltron is going to be healed. This Voltron has to get healed.
Yeah.
The healing of the Voltron is definitely the say. Going to take out the Archimedes? Yeah. Each creature that's played here is taking value with this red alert. This red alert has been nothing but a chain for so many turns. Especially
discarded it. He should have discarded it turns and turns ago.
Especially as he hasn't drawn any Star Alliance as well. So there's the heal. We've now got the 8 power Mustik Mamook back. I really think he's hoping his board gets destroyed. The Proliferator's gone. If he could have had one more turn with the Proliferator to re-archive the Mars Needs Amber, so he could set up that Phylaxium, that would be really good.
Yeah.
No Amber on the board, so Grok does nothing here, but it's got to be a Brobnar turn. It's got to be a Ganga Chieftain into Lollop, get rid of 1 Mustik Mamook, 1-2 punch to stun the big Mamook, and then just drop the rest of your Brobnar cards and go to check on 7. This is a close second game.
It is. I'm just
You
thinking
can
about.
you can see why this is the finals. Both of these teams have played beautifully. The captain's game was very unfortunate. I think the Granadas just drew very poorly in the first game, but the red and blue games have been intensely close.
Yeah, the last one was fantastic as well.
Oh, definitely.
I just think I'm just wondering about all this Brobnar stuff comes out, and suddenly there's a little tiny piece of value in that red alert.
Exactly. That the red alert with the anomaly exploiter down on the board is gonna be huge. But again, it's gonna have good value, but it's gonna be what, a Kirby into red alert with a Nurse Soto healing into academy training. Cutthroat research. It's not going to be the greatest of turns.
No, it's not. What do we do here? Log smash the Mamook.
Yeah, you'll smash the smaller Mamook. The bigger Mamook's already out of range. Champions Challenge.
Oh, oh,
This could be huge.
this has really swung. A few turns ago, I thought Mortal was going to be well ahead of this, but Kango has
No.
really put this back.
Yeah, Kango has definitely pulled this back. Scientific hacks there. It's a 2-2-2 hand, but it's a beautiful 2-2-2 hand.
It really is, and it's his board state that makes it that way.
Exactly. The Mars is the only one that's slowing it down. If the Brobnar board doesn't get touched here, red alert is free on the board, which wipes out the logos package. Doesn't do anything to the rest of the Brobnar. I think at that point you Reap with Groke, Reap with Groggins, fight. You might as well fight with Lollop into something. Just fight with Lollop into the Mystic Root to do the extra damage. Reap with the rest of your Brobnar. Play Champions Challenge. Do you fight with the Lollop into the Mystic Mamook and then Flamethrower to finish it off just to keep your other creature, keep your Groggins alive?
Oh, that's yeah. There's
Oh,
that red.
so he killed his Nurse Soto so the red alert would do more damage.
Yeah,
That's really good. But the biggest creature plays Cut for Research to get one. So gets the next key for 8. Now, Lollop into Mustic Mamook. Flamethrower to finish it off. Reap with the Grog, Reap with the Groggins. Champions Challenge. The biggest creatures are free, so you can keep Deepwood Druid around, or you can keep Kirby around, and then Groggins survives, and then you drop the Foozle. You have 2 creatures to your opponent's 1.
you reap out first.
If you reap out, the biggest creature is going to be Mustic Mamook, and basically it's a board wipe. You can sacrifice 1 Amber, and
Yeah,
you'd keep your Groggins on the board.
If you look at the key state, it doesn't matter. He's halfway to his last key now. Champions Challenge gets that cleared up. Board wiped,
True.
Foozle out. 3 Amber away from a win.
Now, Peace Accord is a discard.
Yeah, at this point, it's useless.
Yeah, Peace Accord is definitely a discard. Science Officer Quincan does nothing. The artifacts cover it up. The only thing that Quincan can steal from is a Untamed turn. And that's literally it, because the artifacts cover all the crossover. Because Quincan can't steal from a Star Alliance turn. And there's Logos artifacts, there's Mars artifacts, and there's Brahman artifacts. So yeah, it's literally all. Yeah, it has to be it's a 2/2 hand. And this Mortal is not got any good options here.
Nope.
He can Mustic Mamook for the damage to set up with Anomaly Exploiter for the next turn. But do you really care about losing your losing your creatures when you've got that Carpet Flexium in hand?
No, I'd be happy for you to do it.
Yeah.
This is a really difficult position that Mortal's in, I think.
Discards piece of card. Fangtooth
Yeah.
Cavern comes down. Post Pixies come down, but with Fangtooth Cavern, that is just going to get instantly wiped.
So we're going to see a Mars turn here, I think, aren't we?
I think we're going to see a Logos turn. Exterminate does nothing. You play Scientific Hack, you play the Sloppy Lab Work, you archive the Carpet Flexium. Oh no, plays the Mars. Oh, he had the archive. Oh, okay.
Got the Think Drone, and then the Exterminate's going to kill the King Can.
That also works. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Place collect one. Exterminate.
Right.
Do you play Carpet for the Amber?
Yeah, you do.
And
Because you're on fire.
then place Phantom Strike for the Amber.
Yeah.
So there's Drummer. There's the Drummer Chief. Drummer. We just need the Gang of Chieftains already gone. Brain Eater. There's Iron Obelisk. A bit too late, but
It just adds insult to injury to put the Iron Obelisk out at this point, to be honest.
This is very interesting, and I'm not. If Kango wins this, which is looking like the way it's going to go, it's kind of been a one-sided game, both sides.
Yes.
So, would you happily go into the 7 chains this time?
No. No, I really.
Oop, I seem to have lost you a little bit there.
Yeah, sorry. I struggle to think what I would go for, to be honest.
I think Mortal's deck. I think Kango's deck would suffer more from chains than Kango's will. But they're both very board reliant. You need to get your big boards out, but the Champions Challenge is such a good equalizer. It's really hard to say. I think they are gonna overextend a little bit on the chains with this one.
Yeah. It'd be very interesting to kind of talk to these guys, maybe do an interview or something afterwards, see what they were thinking.
I mean, I think it's a little bit harder with the Mavericks because it's Chinese, so we need to get translators and whatnot because I don't think they speak full English. I have to speak to Brian.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe again these things for like KOTE 5. That when we get to the top 4 is something I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can get people over the street. Oh my god!
Disgusting. Holy.
What is that hand?
Ugh.
I mean, it doesn't matter because I don't think Mortal has a way to stop that. But Jesus,
that is disgusting. That really, really is disgusting.
It really is because draw 14 cards, steal capture all your opponent's amber onto their own creatures. Okay, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Eli. So we're actually going to get to see this turn.
Here we are.
Oh, come on. It has to be the Master Generosity first.
Maybe. I would Orbital Bombardment first and just lay down some damage.
I would Martian Generosity first on the pure fact that YOLO, but because you can Orbital Bombardment, then Orbital Bombardment again to deal damage to the creatures that are warded.
Yeah, but you're going to get. Well, yeah, it depends what you want to do, right? I guess it's thinking about the state having amber left over after the generosity for you still to be on check the next turn.
I don't think it matters that much because if you generosity, you're drawing 14 cards, which is the majority of your deck. So you're gonna have, which means you're gonna have enough options. Oh, he's doing it that way. Yes, so now you mash in generosity because you're gonna be able to orbital bombardment, blow up the cards.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, he's
oh
going to
no,
hold up bombardment first. Because he's just going to draw even more cards, right? He's going to ping each of those 3 guys. Yeah. Then he's going to Maz needs Amber.
I was thinking more along the lines of if he
And then
does.
Generosity.
No, he's just gonna wipe. Is he just gonna? He's going for
Yeah.
the pure destruction.
Yeah. And get his Amber back. Oh my god, he's going to, draw 24 cards?
24 cards. So he's gonna have
No, 26 cards because he's got the one on the generosity as well.
26 cards. So he's gonna have 1 card left. He discarded it. Why?
Oh.
No, we wanted to see it.
Oh my word.
What? No.
It's the right play, right? Because he's on so much.
I am going to this group chat right now. Just what the fuck? Who discards MG with 14 amber? You monster. Yeah, I'm in the final group chat with both teams in there. I am just like, no. Even if you are key ahead and you have 14 amber, you draw your whole deck. How dare you? So first bid goes to the owner of the deck of 0 chains, and then they each bid chains from there. So will Kango go with a bid of 1, or is he gonna go straight in and just be like, no? I imagine it's gonna start with. Yeah, then it's your turn to bid. Exactly. Kango's going to come in with a bid of 1. No one ever do. I do it all the time in when my local store used to play. When we do an adaptive, I'm like, boom, 4. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, I'm going to start on 4. Why? Because catch you off guard.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm that confident that my deck can beat you on 4 cards that I'm going to start with the 4. And not even try to get low cards. Wow, Mortal answers immediately with a 5.
That's beautiful.
That is, yeah, I like that. Mortal immediately answers with a 5. Way to go, Mortal.
6. Wow.
6. Now, does Mortal bow out? But these games have been quite decisive. I could see this going to at least 8.
I think 8 would be very hard.
But especially with Kango knowing he's going first.
Yeah.
With Kango knowing he's going first, it could go to 8. Because he only suffers that extra minus with 1 card. Because unlike in the last game, there's no cards here that give extra chains.
No, this is true. The length of time he's thinking about it makes me think, he's doing it.
No, he passed it over. Because again, because Kango knows he's going first, that loss of 2 cards is going to be a huge deterrent. Okay, so final game. We are 1-1 in this game. It all comes down to this game to decide who is going to actually win this. I will point out at this point that these games are not in the order of which they were played. The blue players played second, so these guys actually played second. So it's quite interesting. But But I wanted to go my own personal preference of captains red then blue, which is fair.
I think it makes for a better viewing experience as well. Anyway.
Oh well, yeah, it's 1-1, isn't it? So it's a case of this is the deciding game, rather than going, oh, this team has got 2 wins now, so oh, you don't have to actually watch it.
Exactly.
So split it up to the point where, so yeah, it would have always been a simple case of whichever team got 2 wins, it would be the last one there.
Been a great series of games though.
So the one who successfully bid the deck goes first. No, unfortunately not Mortal. Actually, Kango, it's your choice. You're the one that won the game, so you get to choose, I believe. Or is Kango just being nice here? Okay, just put. So Mortals, I don't think they. 6, 7 chains for Mortal. I don't think Mortal actually gets to choose who goes first. I think Kango goes first because he won the last game after losing the one before that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But wish each other good luck.
As we were saying earlier, though, it's up to the players at the end of the day.
Yeah, and Mortal has drawn 5 cards, so he's actually going first. Not the best options for going first, though. Grog,
No.
Ganga Chieftain, Help for Future Self, Pip, and the Think Drone. Whereas we're looking at on the other side for the Granadas, Igor, Cutthroat Research, Helm Gramophone, Mystic Mamook, Fuzzy Gruin, and Officer Wells. I think you just play the Cutthroat Research and get the Igor and just go for that speed. When your opponent's got 6 chains, you want that speed. Mortal saying he's never played this deck with more than 6 chains before, so this is going to be a new experience for him as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. Your logos, hologramophone, research, Igor.
You just push and push and push and push and push. This time traveler is going to do some work, but if he doesn't draw logos, it's just going to be essentially like ending his turn, which is going to be a huge setback.
The graft in his hand is dead at this point.
Depending on how quickly they go. Discards the E-die. What? So gets the chance to get an E-die off the Igor and passes it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plays into Mystical Graph, gets the Time Traveler, keeps up with Amber, has an Exterminate in hand, which is pretty dead. Martian Generosity, however. Martian Generosity is going to do work, but Martian Generosity is going to do a lot of work here. Down to 4 chains, Fuzzy Gruin.
Is he going to put that Post Pixies out? Yeah, he is.
Post Pixies does not matter because Exterminate is in hand. We're seeing Kirby's Blaster, Light of the Archons, Zap, and Officer Wells in hand. That is very nice. If it be a Kirby, putting that Academy training on as well would be mental. You'd have such a huge Post Pixie.
It would be.
Uses Grub to take out Mystic Mamook and costs his opponent an Amber. Very nice. So Super Kango, trying to figure out what to do here. Chances are it's got to be a Star Alliance turn, and you want to buff up that Post Pixies.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Knowing that your opponent's got things like Mars needs Amber, you want that Post Pixies to be basically although it's going to still be captured Amber, you want it captured from the common pool, not from your pool.
Yep, exactly. Definitely rather have it coming from there. Having a good think about it, though.
Oh, definitely, because you got the Academy training, you got the Molfin, But there isn't any steal for Mortal. Morphin is a very bad matchup here. If the blue player had been up against the red player from the Mavericks, with all the steal, with the nerve blast, with the too much protect on a stick, the Morphins could have done a lot of work.
So what do you ping with the zap?
Very good question. I mean, you probably finish off Groke.
Yeah, it's just one of the shots, isn't it? Maybe the time traveler as well.
I was more thinking the Think Drone.
Yeah.
Because you want to get the Think Drone be able to put the time traveler back in the archives.
Yeah, he's done the right thing.
Yeah, definitely. And then Kirby's Blaster on the Fuzzy Gruin. Oh no, the Light of the Archon's on the Fuzzy Gruin. Kirby's Blaster on Fuzzy Gruin.
Yeah.
So he's making himself a big Gruin.
Voltron Gruin. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kevin. Telego. Must have moved. Whole thing.
Now, thank you, Kevin, is going to be is that post Pixie, which is an issue. But we're looking at 7, and no real answer from Mortal on how to deal with it. But he could draw 10 cards and possibly find an answer.
Yeah. Say that, but it's in Mars, right? So it'd need to be drawing orbital bombardment and.
You'd have to draw orbital bombardment. You'd have to draw orbital bombardment, 3 Mars cards, and 2 Mars cards, sorry, and a Mars needs Amber.
Yep.
Plays on Archimedes. Plays the Helper Bot into Martian Generosity for 12. For 14. Do it.
Let's see a disgusting logo's turn.
Come on. Do it.
Yeah, no, you do this. Yeah, and then if you do this, and then if you pull a ZYX researcher, you archive the Martian Generosity.
Oh, come on, the plays make themselves. What is there to think about here?
Oh my god!
If he doesn't do a second Martian Generosity,
come on, Mortal, what are you doing?
I'm gonna find the audio of someone just like, "What are you waiting for?" There we go. Yes. Daddy's got the ZYX researcher. Beautiful. Fantastic. Scientific hack. Oh, made us wait for it. Oh, I'm getting too old for stuff like that.
Get that researcher down and lock in that general.
Get that researcher down, slam it in the archives, get ready to go again.
Yeah, here we go.
There it is.
There we go. That's a threat hanging over you then.
He's got Sloppy Lobwick in hand. Oh, this is just so beautiful. Place Juggle. What are you going to put under the Juggle? Lance Assault. Oh, I probably put a Mars card under it, so then if it gets destroyed, plays Brain Eater.
Love that card.
Play Sloppy Lobwick. Archive. Mars needs Amber. Discard. Exterminate.
Yeah, it would work.
No, discards Groggins.
Interesting.
And archives another Mars card. There's the Untamed. If he'd have had Teal'c down last turn. Oh!
But he's just killed his post pixies.
He has just killed his poor pixies.
Oh, no, there's a...
Oh, there's Helper Bot, yeah. Ooh.
Pose will live for a turn.
Interesting. Which means that the Mars needs Amber can't be played yet. Or it'd be a misplay. Although he is a key behind and on the same Amber, the momentum shift of the Martian generosity is just too good.
Totally agree. It's disgusting. And what's he got in hand? Has he got orbital bombardment and Mars needs amber as
He
well?
has, but with the post Pixie still in play, Immortal needs to play around that.
Yeah, but he can just ping the post pixies off the board with the orbital bombardment.
He could. Oh, it looks like a mistake has been made. Oh, he forgot. The blaster effect didn't trigger. That's fine. Unlike last time where it was a misclick, this time the blaster effect didn't go off, and that is a genuine mistake. That's not something you would definitely do in IRL. You wouldn't just go, "Oh, no, I don't want to use blaster."
No. No. I totally agree.
Do you set up the Drummernaut next turn? So next turn you can Ganga Chieftain into the Mustic Mamook. You can then play Lot the Titanic. Fight Foozle to pop the Elusive on 1. I mean, yeah, you could probably set up the Drummernaut combo.
Nice way to a bunch of amber.
But
Well,
you can always take out the Teal early as well. Oh, so he just wants to deal 2 damage to the Zero X Research and kill it off. That's fine. Shouldn't have too much effects on the game.
No, I don't think he will.
No, definitely not. Plays the Molphin, but there's not much steal going on. Is this the Mars turn? Because you can always just Orbital Bombardment and kill the post Pixies before using...
Exactly. He'll have 4 Mars cards to reveal.
There's Red Alert. Red Alert is doing nothing this game.
Oh. Not with that board state.
No. Because you can even play... You can even play your Mars creatures to give your opponent more amber before you take it back when Mars needs amber.
If you can lay down enough damage, yeah. I mean, there are 2 things on that board that really need answering: is the post Pixies and the Telegar. They've got to.
The post Pixies gets answered itself next turn.
Yeah, this is true. But the Telegar.
The Telegar could get answered right now with the Ganga Chieftain. Ganga Chieftain into Telegar.
Yep.
And then it's going to be an insta heal. Reap with the Foozle for 2. Play Lot the Titanic. Play Drummernaut to bounce Ganga Chieftain back to the hand. Then use Relentless Assault on Brain Eater, Lollop, and insert creature here. Because Brain Eater's going to let you draw, Lollop's going to be able to take out a big creature. And although you're not going to get your Drummernaut combo going, it's still going to be enough to set up a bit of you can even use the Relentless Assault on the Drummernaut into, say, Wells to then bounce the Lollop and heal it. Mortal's got a lot of options. He's definitely in control of this game. Even though he's a key down, the momentum is definitely in Mortal's favour.
It is. He's got to be careful here, though, because playing creatures down into the face of that Telegar.
Yeah, Telegar needs to get wiped out right now, and he's got 2 perfectly good houses that could do it.
Yep.
Even Mars can do it, but he's got to, rather than focus on the Telegar, he needs to think of what's the best way to get rid of Telegar, as well as get himself on that key.
Here we go.
So there's Martian Generosity, ready to go again. Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
Here we go.
2 damage 5 times, so 2 on Tielga, and then 3 scattered around. Molfin, Deepwood Druid, and Musty Remook.
Yeah, there you go.
Mars needs Amber to capture 3.
Oh, interesting.
Plays Agent Human. Still to get rid of the post pixies.
Beautiful.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
now you can.
Goes for the Martian Generosity before.
He's hoping for another orbital bombardment.
He's drawn the orbital bombardment.
Yeah.
And interdimensional graft and all sorts. Plays Flux Strike. He plays the spike before the orbital bombardment. That might be a misplay. Because now he's not got enough cards to wipe out all 3 creatures. Because if he plays Mars needs Amber here, he captures 3. He orbits bombardments, which gets him get 2 back because he's only got 2 cards in hand. He plays Collector Worm, he plays Proliferator. Yeah, he should have played the Flux Strike after the Mars needs Amber, and there we go.
Yeah.
Too many cards in my hand. Oh
Dear, I feel
world
so
problems. Oh, he's letting him take it back.
Holy moly.
Oh, Kango. We saw the exact same situation in the last game, and the Mavericks, when the Maverick red play would not let his opponent take it back. But here, we have Mortal making a genuine mistake, and the Granadas being like, sure, take it back, buddy.
Well, we don't know. He's asking what he wants to do. He's not letting him take it back yet. I'm thinking about a line of play as well where you left that post pixies in and then use this second orbital bombardment to damage even more creatures. Because then, at the moment, the most he can capture from his own side is 4. But with the pixies in play, he can capture 6.
True, but you're also leaving your opponent on 4 when they're a key ahead of you.
Exactly, that's the dilemma.
So although you're looking at gaining 6, if you capture 4, it's an 8 amp point. It's an 8 amber swing because you're taking 4 away from your opponent.
Yeah, true.
If he'd have had a second Mars needs Amber in hand, he could have captured 6, killed post pixies, captured the 4.
So now, what's he going to bombard?
But not good on Kango, even at this high level, letting his opponent take back the turn.
He may live to regret it.
He may live to regret it. But he lives as a gentleman.
Yeah, and if he wins as a gentleman as well.
Exactly. Win or lose, he is the gentleman of the finals.
Yeah.
He exactly. He deserves a top hat and a penny farthing. I don't know who's going to give him the top hat and the penny farthing because it isn't going to be me. But someone needs to give that man a top hat and a penny farthing. Keeps him off the key. Red alert would have been so devastating here.
Yes, wouldn't it?
But it would have also given Mortal the key. Now he's considering fighting or reaping with the fuzzy green. If you were going to, if you were going to fight with the fuzzy green, you really should have done it before reaping with the druid.
Yes, so he could repair the damage, but take out
Oh yeah, you can take out the collector worm and not suffer any damage. That's a very good point.
Yeah, just get rid of that now.
Before it starts collecting your stuff.
Yeah, before it becomes a real pain.
Now Mortal wants his opponent to start getting amber. We're going to see a Brobnar turn come down. No! Gets rid of the Ganga Chieftain, leaves the collector
He
worm
can do
down.
the work with the Fangtooth Cavern,
He can't leave
but
his...
he definitely should have waited with that druid to reap.
Yeah. Uses the Kirby's Blaster to get rid of the Time Traveler. I guess he's also thinking that his opponent's just played a load of Mars cards. It's unlikely after a Martian Generosity they're going back into Mars.
Very true.
But this is
Very
definitely... Can we point out that Mortal still has 3 chains?
Oh my god.
Just thought I'd point that out there, that Mortal still has 3 chains. This is
This game is kind of stalled in terms of progress towards keys. It feels like one of those that I think the end's just going to come like that.
Yeah, it's basically Mortal keeps playing proactively, and with the Master Generosities in these huge plays, Kango's playing reactively, and he's reacting really well. But it's a case of he's got this first key, and he can make no progress towards the second key because he's always having to deal with what Mortal's doing. He's trying to deny this first key. Because I think he's come to the same conclusion as you. Once Mortal gets this first key, the second and third key are going to be right behind it.
Yep. Oh, he's got the Kirby in hand now as well. This could be a fantastic Star Alliance turn coming up.
It could be. If he had the Ganga Chieftain here, he could have... Oh no, he couldn't. Fuzzy Green's too big. I was like, we could have literally just wiped the board and then had Drummer and Ganga Chieftain going. The helper bot, and the interdimensional graft are gonna be huge.
Yes.
Are we going to see Champions Challenge played here? Or are we going to see it wait? Because as long as Mortal's playing bigger creatures, Fangtooth Cavern's going to start looking for him.
Yeah, this is true. This is what I was thinking about with this deck with the Fangtooth in it. That facing that Brobnar sweep, I'm not sure I would want to put it on the board. It's going to hurt you more eventually.
He's going to keep the Fusel, and then he's going to use Relentless Assault. Yeah, he's going to use Relentless Assault to fight with Brain Eater, Shaman, and Lollop, so he can reap for 2 with Fusel.
Yeah, and draw.
Exactly.
Drew Researcher.
Yeah, he drew an XYZ Researcher, which would have been lovely if Martian Generosity was on top. But Relentless Assault goes on top, which could be quite interesting to archive as well. Could even play the graft and then archive the graft. But that might be giving away too much information.
Yeah, very true. Shaman down.
1-2 punch, and then overextending, but Mortal knows his deck doesn't really have a way to answer the overextend.
As long as he doesn't go to 8.
I think that's what he's looking at a minute. But even if he goes to 8, he will take 2, 3, 4. He'll go to 5. He'll knock his opponent back down to. He'll knock his opponent back down to 7 because if Fusel reaps, it goes to 9. So, yeah, but he also puts him into a really bad turn. This is the problem. Look at this logo. Look at this logo's hand.
Yeah, agreed.
He can put Academy Training on the Druid, get rid of the stun, ward it up, play a second hologramophone. So he's got a 4 amber swing. Well, 6 amber swing with a 2- from Mortal. So Mortal gets a key in 1, and he'll be on 1 key in 5. But the board difference is going to be huge.
Red alert.
But this is where he's got to ask himself: is it worth letting his opponent keep the 2 amber to red alert that board? There is 6 creatures more than he currently has, which wipes everything but Lollop.
Yeah, which he's done.
Yeah. He has sacrificed 2 amber to
He
wipe that board.
Cutthroat Research.
Oh yeah, you can play Kirby into Cutthroat Research, can't he?
Yeah, which he's done.
Remote access into Flamethrower, remote access into Scientific Hack, and remote access into the Amber Conduit doesn't do anything. If he puts this Academy training onto Kirby, it doesn't really do anything, because it's still non-starlight, so I guess it goes on Soto.
Yeah, agreed. I don't see what it does for him.
Do you go logos here into Interdimensional Graft, Archive the Graft, Archimedes, Helperbot? Do you Helperbot Champions Challenge right now?
Yeah, why not?
You lose your 1-point creature, you wipe their board.
Yeah, but you can help. Yeah.
You then Interdimensional Graft, play Researcher to archive it, forcing your opponent to only ever go to 6, which means his current hand would be terrible because his current hand allows him to get to at least 7.
Archimedes, Helperbot, Champions Challenge.
If
Helperbot.
You're going to sacrifice your Archimedes then, though, aren't you?
Yeah, but you get the Helperbot in your archive. He's going to run it that way. He's gone your line.
Yeah, I much prefer having the Archimedes on the board because you can then have your infinite researchers.
Yeah.
That Academy training is now dead.
Yes, it's useless.
He could put it on Lollop and force it into it becoming a Logos creature, but it also lets him draw a card. Archives Champion Challenge holds onto the Interdimensional Graft.
But to be fair, Kango plays out all these logos here. He's going to burst past 6, isn't he?
Exactly. If Kango can burst out past 6, yes, he could use Flamethrower to do 3 damage. Quantum Finger Trap, Anomaly Exploiter, getting ready to blow everything up. But he's going to go to 7, and then Mortal's immediately going to answer with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So, yes, Kango's going to get his second key, but Mortal's going to be right behind him. And this is what you were saying. Once Mortal got that first key, both players are now rushing for the finish line.
Yep.
And I think the Time Traveler deck, depending on what Time Traveler draws Mortal here, this could go very quickly and very badly in the wrong direction.
And this is the last chance Mortal's going to have to get some value out of that interdimensional graft as well.
Yes. But it lines up perfectly with the turn that Mortal's going to play. It's not like he's going out of his way to play an interdimensional graft.
Nope.
This piece of card. If he'd had piece of card last turn. This piece of card's going to get discarded because there's no way he's going to want to give his opponent that much amber after what's about to happen.
Nope.
However, if piece of card does stick, then Champion's Challenge is dead because it's a -4 amber card.
Yep. You're gonna. Yes, because you're going to fight at the end of it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Reaps was the AX Researcher, Interdimensional Graph.
Right. Wormhole.
If he wormholes into Martian Generosity now, I'm out. That's it. I'm done. Winner by TKO. Well, one to sloppy lab work. Yeah, yes, he finishes his entire hand.
Yeah, Time Traveler.
Draws Collector Worm and Drummonaut. Gets to 7, right behind him. Pip Pip,
Oh,
Helper Bot. So he's on 8. If he plays piece of card here, Mortal goes to 10, and
he
then
can't.
he double reaps going to.
Yeah, he can't.
He can't play piece of card.
He can't. He plays piece of card here at
Play,
Maltwood turn, and then he's on 2, 4, reap 2. Yeah, no
yeah,
chance.
if he plays piece of card, it is over. Kirby's a dead card as well. It has no extra card to play, but it has to be Star Alliance.
Yeah, he's got to cycle through. And Kirby could become useful next turn if it survives.
Exactly. Well, it's definitely going to survive because he's got Light of the Archons, which means he can just drop it.
And then get rid. Don't do it. Don't do it, Kango.
Does he like to live dangerously?
He's thinking about
He
it.
is. He is.
Oh, come on. Don't do it.
Do it. Do it. Come on, buddy.
The longer he thinks about it, the more I think he's going to do it.
Come on, buddy. I believe in you. Do it. Do it.
Go.
It's like the angel and the devil on the shoulder.
Yeah.
He is seriously thinking about it. He must know it leads to his downfall.
Oh,
He has
yeah.
2 logos cards are in hand on the board. One is going to die, but still.
He's thinking that he plays this, it gives him 2 amber to put him on 3 and stops it.
Oh, he discarded it.
Good man.
He's got Kirby's Blaster in hand and a Zap.
Oh, and a red alert.
Yep. And he's got the Anomaly Exploit on the board, so even if that's why he got rid of Time Traveler, because the Anomaly Exploit allows him to get rid of either one of those.
Well, this ain't over yet.
Yeah, this is getting very close. Mortal is finally out of chains on turn 9 due to Martian generosity bullshit. I think I only have 1 deck with that in, and it still isn't a good a deck. I really wish I'd got a decent deck with that in.
Yeah. John from Exalted has got a couple of Martian Generosity key abduction decks. One with two key abductions in it.
No. How have you guys not won a KOTE with that?
Some degenerate stuff. It's one of those things, though, that, if it doesn't fire, then...
Plays Collector Worm off the... Interdimensional Graft, not great. Brainiac, not great. But he is on 3. Does Mortal next turn... You go Star Alliance, you go Red Alert. Yeah, go Red Alert. You go Kirby's Blaster.
He's drawn nothing, really.
Do you put oh no, I guess you could draw 2 cards either way. I guess that makes more sense. Zap does 1, 2, 3, 4. So you zap the Collector Worm.
He needs to do the zap before he does the red alert, or he's going to have to hurt his own stuff.
Well, no, because Collector Worm survives either way. But if he'd have zapped before he Red Alert, he'd be able to kill the Collector Worm.
John says that the reason he hasn't won a KOTE with that deck is because he hasn't played in a KOTE yet.
Just needs to make a 1-man team. He'll be fine. It's online, no one's checking. Just make 3 Discord accounts and 3 Facebook accounts.
We could set up a team that way. I know another one of the Exalted guys got some shady Battlefleet double key abduction with loads of archives.
And I thought my key abduction key abduction ammonia clouds maverick cleansing wave in Mars was a dirty deck. So yeah, Fangtooth got rid of the collector
The
worm.
worm.
That's why, because he didn't want to have to sacrifice his own Kirby.
Yeah. So it's clear. Only gone to 5. This is
Oh,
that Mustic Mamook could prove vital here, depending what Mortal does now.
he goes Groggins, he goes Drummonaut, he goes Foozle, and he damages his own creatures.
And then Iron Obelisk.
Oh no, he played Champions Challenge. Plays an Obelisk, plays Foozle, plays Drummonaut to bounce the Groggins and heal it.
No. Maybe.
Yeah, plays Drummonaut, bounce the Groggins to heal it. Because then he can use Flamethrower to deal 1 damage to each of them. And keep that key. He's got Scientific Hack, so it doesn't even need to be now. Yeah, there's Groggins. Three to 5, no Amber Pips in hand. And no matter what Kango plays here, one of his creatures is getting destroyed at the end of his turn.
Yep. Still.
It looked like Kango had this in the bag, but this Brobnar board is disgusting.
Yeah. But I go to dig for something. Get the Titan Guardian out. You can get them both warded with the hologramophones.
Yeah, but what do you do then when he just goes Brobnar, reap?
Yeah. Well, you've got that. He's got the Mamook, right, to push the key cost to 7. Is Mortal going to risk going over?
But then you're still playing reactively.
Yep, true.
Yeah, you'll have a Teal'c next to a Titan Guardian, but then you pass it back and your opponent just goes reap. I'm on 9, and then you go okay, GG. It's whether or not Mortal sees that line of play, because we can see both hands.
Oh yeah, it's so much easier being here than it is over there.
But Mortal's looking at his hand and he's got 3 and 3, nothing on the board to support it. So Kango's going for it now. The Mustic Mook does nothing apart from make it easier for his key cost to go up.
Yeah, here we go.
Morphin comes down.
Telegraph.
Mustic Mamook on to Groggins? No, Drummonaut.
No, Drummonaut.
Because it can't heal itself.
Yes, exactly.
So Kango's current key cost is 8. Fuzzy Green, Queen Cam.
Yep.
So, Fangtooth Cavern destroys Deepwood Druid on the draw phase of Super Kango's. Of his draw phase. Yeah, I'm too used to draw phases happen at the beginning of turn. I was like, was Foozle count it as their turn? But it's not. It's at the end of the turn. Too used to draw phases be at the beginning of turns. Even this after like almost 2 years of playing Keyforge.
It's easy to make a mistake.
Now, Orbital Bombardment can get rid of the Mustic Mamook or the Teal'c, but not both. You'd have to play creatures here. If he Groggins into the Mustic Mamook, reaps a Foozle, reaps a Drummonaut, he wins. And I think that's what Mortal's looking at. Mortal's like, do I just get to 6 and hope he hasn't drawn the other Mustic Mamook?
What else? I can't see what the left-hand card Mortal has got is.
Interdimensional Graft, then Brain Eater, Jaguggle, Orbital Bombardment, Agent Human. So his hand isn't the greatest, but all he needs is on his board.
He needs to reap, right, to get to 6.
Yeah. And this is something that it takes a lot of players a long time to learn. Sometimes it's just worth putting your hand down and reaping with your board and going, I'm at 6, do something about it.
Yep. Like I said, I've always been in favour of just reaping out. Ask your opponent if he can answer it. Thing is, if he does go to 6, he's not forging because that must hit Mamook.
No, because if he hits Mustic Mamook with Groggins, Fusel reaps for 2.
Ah, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he can bounce. Then he reaps with the Drummernot. Yes, he gives his opponent 1 with. Oh, he can even hit the Mustic Mamook with the Drummernot, and then reap with the other 2. Because if he reaps with Drummernot, he bounces one of the other cards, which he then plays and gives his opponent 1 number taken to 6, but would still not be enough to forge thanks to the damaged Drummernot.
I wouldn't even.
I would kill the Mustic Mamook. The Mustic Mamook has to die.
Yeah, for sure.
Orbital Bombardment.
Oh.
He's playing it safe. He didn't want to go for the. Looking at his hand, he has no answer to if his opponent just immediately goes to reap himself. But he kind of does, with the fact that he has the Iron Obelisk.
Yeah.
Interesting line of play there. Sacrificing the scientific hack to get rid of the Molfin. Doesn't. Oh.
Interesting.
Discards the ancient human. Martian generosity in hand. Relentless assault. Hello.
Oof.
That Fuzzy Gruin is a risky goddamn play right now.
No way you're playing that Fuzzy Gruin. There's no way you're playing that.
I mean, he was considering the pizza card. The Fuzzy Gruin's gonna be very tempting.
I'd be very I'd be very tempted to go logos here. Lay down the Guardian, lay down the Igor.
But that only gets you to 6, and that's not enough. You're relying on Igor to get you there.
Yes.
However, if you reap with the Mustic Mamook, reap with the Fuzzy Gruin, play the Fuzzy Gruin, and play the Druid, you're at 8, your opponent's at 6, but you are giving your opponent options to put more damage on their Bromnar creatures, increasing the damage. If you only play the Fuzzy Gruin and reap with the Mamook, you go to 8. Fangtooth Cavern triggers, which allows you to kill your Mustic Mamook and they win.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do
that.
So
he has to play the Druid or the Igor here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mamook needs to survive, which means... Oh, this is intense.
Have we... Hang on. Have we seen Eddie yet?
I think he got it early on. He discarded it from Igor. But he has shuffled back in since then. So hopefully we'll see some...
Is he going to play that Fuzzy Gruin? I would do it. Make him answer you.
Yeah, get that big ball energy and just drop it. Like, yeah, what are you going to do?
I mean, all he's got to do is damage one of his own Bromnar boys.
He's played the Fuzzy Gruin.
Oh.
He got that big ball energy. I mean, you literally just reap out with your guys, right? Drop it back down and then play Flamethrower. Oh! I mean, do you just use Fusel to fight... use Fusel to fight Mustic Mamook. Use Groggins to fight Fuzzy Gruin. Bounce the Fusel back up. Play it down. Relentless Assault to reap for 1, 2, 3, 4. and then use flamethrower to ping the Fusel making his keys cost 9. Yes, yes you do.
There we go. Bounce.
Oh, so close. I don't think the playing or discarding the fuzzy green made any difference in the long run. Hold on. He bounced the Groggins. Oh, he can use flamethrower to just damage the Groggins and the Drummer.
Yeah. He's not done it.
No, he's relentless. Relentless assault readies them. Don't scare me like that.
Wow.
Oh, because he can bounce the Fusel with the second one. Oh, that's... Yeah. No, that's fair.
The damage.
11 amber. Cut for research. Not quite enough. Igor isn't... He needs cutthroat research. Edai does nothing. Cutthroat research gets down to 9. Edai makes it 7.
Costs are only 6 now anyway for him.
Yeah, so Edai would make it 7 for mortal, so he'd forge by 2.
Yeah, this is over.
Yeah. Oh. If the deck had more Telltale Vapors, if it had more archiving capability, it might be a bit better. But the Edai just didn't really make as much impact as we know Edais can.
No, agreed. And it is the lack of any other archive that really kills it. Even like a wormhole technician or something like that.
Exactly. You just need something that can actually get that extra archive in. I'm still annoyed that he didn't take the goddamn 26-point Martian Generosity. I put it in the group chat. I want answers.
It would have been. It definitely would have been fun to see.
It would have been beautiful.
15 amber for Kang.
15 amber from Kango, showing that basically, the next, it was this turn or the last turn that decided it.
Like I said, it was going to go very quickly all of a sudden.
Yeah, once Motto got that first key, both players just put their foot down and made sure they got through as quickly as they could.
He's just trying to think if there's anything else we can do. But
there's literally nothing. You can use Quantum Finger Trap to move them around, and then you can ward them, but then that's it. I wouldn't have played any creatures. I'd have discarded them and they got the moral high ground when the Groggins got destroyed. And there it is.
There you go. Well done, Mortal. Great game.
Great, absolutely amazing game. So, the Team Hong Kong Mavericks, I'm going to inflate their logo, are the KOTE 4 finals, winners. For KOTE 5, I'm hopefully going to try and get the top 4 games and the finals, but I might spread the work out a little bit, like see if the Crazy Kill Machine Network want to do one, see if other streamers want to do one, and then sort of like get the footage out there a little bit more, so we can sort of get KOTE advertised in that sort of aspect.
Yep,
that makes sense. But that's something to discuss in the future. It's like 6 weeks away. I've got time to work on that.
Yeah, we can get it all figured out.
But thanks for joining me, Tommy.
Yeah, thank you, mate. It's been
good luck in round 2. Are you playing in this time in Exalted?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Good luck in round 2.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for everyone joining me. I'll get these up on YouTube as quickly as I can, and enjoy the rest of your night.
You too, mate.